I hate intellectual dishonesty, and I hate it because it does so much damage, much more than people would want to acknowledge. And here's why I'm saying that. For the entirety of last year's election, presidential election, black people, particularly black women, were besieged with all of these comments about Kamala Harris and the problems in Gaza and the genocide and the U.S.'s complicity in that, right? That's what happened. Then in the last 2 days, something happened that I've watched the response to, and it makes me even more angry with the level of intellectual dishonesty that came from supposed leftists and pro-Palestinian supporters. Here's what it is. The first one is this story about Syria cozying up to Trump and potentially allowing him to create a Trump Tower Damascus, right? That's one. Here's the other. Qatar is giving a palatial style jumbo jet that's all gold inside to Trump, right? And he's doing his Gulf Coast tour, right? But here's another thing I want people to look at. This is the relationship between Israel and Syria. Okay? The Golan Heights. Israel captured the Golan Heights from Syria in 1967. There are people who are alive who were born and who had been living before this took place, right? And the thing is, this is something that I've yet to see any pro-Palestinian person talk about, right? But here's another piece. Qatar has been a major financial supporter of Gaza. They provided aid for humanitarian relief. Qatar has also hosted Hamas leaders and provided financial support to the group, which has drawn criticism from Israel and some Western nations. Also, Qatar has provided a vital role in mediating ceasefires and hostage releases between Israel and Hamas. Right? All right. Hold on. Last year, I asked the question, why does the weight of the Palestinian conflict rest on the shoulders of the U.S.? Why was it that so many people were saying that Kamala Harris had the power to call for a ceasefire? And when people rightfully pointed out it's more complex than just calling for a ceasefire, we were told that we were enabling a genocide. When you have two countries that are closer to Gaza than the U.S. is, and both of them, by default, should be more willing to come to the aid of Gazans experiencing this genocide, but they are now cozying up to the president of the same country that so many folks say is enabling and participating in the genocide. But the people over in that region who have the resources, you mean to tell me that Qatar is giving Trump a gold line plane, knowing the U.S.'s role in the situation in Gaza, and Syria, who had land also stolen from them by Israel, is also cozying up to Trump to give him a lucrative real estate deal. But you have people still in the comment sections of black folks' pages talking about Palestine and the conflict. You got that child, Maya Ayuni, talking about a damn hunger strike. But nobody's addressing this. Trump has gotten an offer of a fucking plane and an offer to build a property over in the same region where y'all say this genocide is going, and yet you are still talking about what Democrats and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden hadn't done? That's that intellectual dishonesty. And please don't come in my comment section, whether you're a bot or a real person, with bullshit. Don't come in my comment section with anything, because I'm posting this for a reason. Because what I just showed is exactly why I never took so many of you seriously. And whether or not you want to feel like I am throwing away the Palestinian folks, no. You're not going to guilt me with that bullshit. Because y'all would much rather a white man fuck over those people than to have a black woman potentially help them and hold everybody in that region accountable. I hate intellectual dishonesty.